Okay, now it's time for me to put you guys onto some possible game for Halloween, right? And when we over here talk about anything that could possibly happen, even if it was going to happen, it never do. Because what you all need to understand is these entities, the good ones and the bad ones, they use the element of surprise. So when all of you looking on a particular date and waiting for something to happen, it will never happen. They're going to move that date to another time. That's how they operate. It's not that we misinform you or it wasn't supposed to happen. These entities are extremely intelligent. They hear what you say, they see what is happening, and they love the element of surprise. No, with this telephone alert system going off in America, and we had one in Britain as well, a lot of you need to understand that when people are trying to tell you that possible situation could happen, it will happen, right? It will happen, but not in the way you all think it's going to happen. Instantly somebody will be just start falling over, the eyes turning over, the foaming at the mouth and all of that. That is not what you will see, right? Because different strokes for different folks, right? Different people will be affected in different ways. No, we have Halloween in a few days, right? And don't be surprised if you don't see some black-eyed kids and some strange creatures walking amongst you. I'll say this again. Don't be surprised this Halloween, depending on where you live, you might be seeing some strange creatures just walking in broad daylight, or should I say at nighttime, and you might see these creatures at your parties. No, let us go to a movie. And this movie is from 1993. And there's quite a lot of movies with examples, but this is the one that came to mind. And this movie is Hocus Pocus. It stars Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker, right? And it basically surrounds three witches that woke up around Halloween, and they were walking around people dressed up like demons and ghouls and all sorts. So they fit right in. So people didn't realize in the movie that they were walking amongst the real deal. So I'm telling you people, depending on where you live, because some areas, especially in the UK, celebrate, but the area where I live, we don't celebrate. So if we see any black-eyed kids running around or any strange creatures, we know what that is, right? But for you people who will be having Halloween parties, dressing up like demons and mummies and ghosts and all of that, don't be surprised if the real deal start walking amongst you guys. Don't be surprised, right? Because I told you that these AI robots, they are nothing more than demonic entities walking amongst us. But somehow people don't realize what's happening. So if these demonic entities are walking amongst us in the form of AI robots, don't be surprised if actual demons are walking amongst us and we think that they're wearing some elaborate costumes. Again, it depends on where you live. A lot of people will be keeping fancy dress party with all kind of costumes and such delights. People, be extra careful. Be extra careful this Halloween, because I feel something is about to be unleashed on us. But because it's Halloween, a lot of people won't see. A lot of people won't realize what's happening, right? Because it's Halloween, so everybody's in the mix. And there's quite a lot of movies out there that shows us example where in the movie they're celebrating Halloween and these demonic entities and all sorts, creatures just turn up at their parties and they think that it is some elaborate costumes. People, we're living in the end times. So don't be surprised that after this so-called emergency, whatever America is doing, come Halloween, we might get a surprise, right? No, you need to be clever. You need to be smart. You need to use critical thinking and understand that these movies are not pure movies. They are not pure entertainment. A lot of movies have been showing us this, right? Pay attention and understand something might be going down this Halloween right under your nose, right? So if you live in an area that keeps a lot of fancy dress parties, a lot of people walking around, pay attention. You might see some black-eyed kids. You might see some real demonic entities just walking around checking the place out. And wherever they can find someone that's weak or easy, then they'll pounce on them. Right? We need to seek the face of the Most High. We are living in dangerous times, and none of you is ready for the storm that is about to come. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.